Alright guys, we're back in my garage for another episode of the B58 Digest. Now if you're new to the channel, I use these videos to help keep you guys up to date on the latest developments in the B58 community. So if that's something that you're interested in keeping up with, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I'll have a lot more of these videos coming out in the future. Especially now because everybody's all coming out with updates at the same time and I can barely keep up. So today's update comes from MHD. And they just released the update for B58s to be able to enable anti-lag as well as flex fuel and map switching. And now they've updated their information to also include FemTo Unlock support. Now this is something that isn't new. I know a lot of the other platforms are already doing this, but I do like that MHD continues to add more information and just kind of put out there what's actually going on to give us better clarity of how this works and why it's important, as well as just helping us understand, a little more details with the DMEs. So, big shout out to MHD again for giving us these details. Also, 11 at BMWs Solutions gave me a lot of information just to help me understand a little more of the inner workings and what's going on here. So basically, again, we all know the FemTo Unlock details of what's going on. You send your car over to Europe, get the DME unlocked, and then when it comes back, you're able to flash it. But the big change is that, of course, all of these big tuning companies have been coming out with these custom features. And in order to enable those features, you are modifying a part of the DME that is not unlocked by FemTo when you get the DME bench unlocked over there. So what's happening with the latest update is the tuning software can automatically detect if it's unlocked by FemTo. So what that means is it's only going to flash the area of the DME that can actually be modified and that's actually unlocked. So the big reason why this is coming into play is because of all the custom features that were recently dropped. This isn't necessarily a brand new capability, but in order to keep things safe and make sure that the flashing process works properly, they need to add in this feature so the custom features that come with MHD Plus aren't being pushed to your DME by mistake. So that's really what's happening here. It's just able to tell the difference between an old DME with the old encryption or a new DME that has been bench unlocked, and that way it's only flashing what needs to be flashed. Now again, if you do want all of those custom features on your car, you can go ahead and just get the DME cloned. Also keep in mind that BMWs Solutions was one of the first ones to actually do this process, and they're located in the United States, so if that's something that you want to do, I highly recommend going through them. And also MHD does have OTS maps for the S58 and second gen B58 cars. The only difference and thing that you need to note is making sure that the TCU limiters are removed by FemTo when they flash the car. So they're able to basically remove those limiters when they unlock the DME. But if they don't do it at that point, then when you get the ECU back, the tune won't be able to work properly and you won't be able to see full power. So just make sure when you do get it unlocked, if you go that route, FemTo is aware that you need to remove the limiters on the TCU. They'll probably ask you if you need that, since that's going to be pretty common across platforms, and that way you'll be able to get the most out of your OTS map. So yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a little more information on what's going on, and it just kind of gives you a little more understanding of what is going into actually unlocking the DMEs. I know a lot of people are, very impatient, and they feel like they've been waiting a really long time for the OBD unlock to come out. But consider that this is just maybe like 1% of what's going on behind the scenes. And there are just so many different details and parts of the encryption that we don't even understand that they have to deal with just to make sure that this tuning process goes over smoothly. So a big thanks to them for putting in the work just to make this as smooth and easy as possible for us. So all we have to do is look at a phone and press a big red button in order to get a lot of power out of our cars. So yeah, that's it for today. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video helps. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below.